some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. The Buckeyes will kick it away first. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. For the first possession of this game. Leaves it with the running back. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Now on first down from the 28. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Here's a heat. Firing deep. Oh, he dropped it. And what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Out of the gun, the inside kid. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Makes the catch up to 30. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. So Ohio State's offense will take the field for the first time. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's first and 10. They've moved it to the 41. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up second and 9.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. Listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays, but he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Inside the 25. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. The Buckeyes will snap it on first and 10. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Out out of the gun. The inside handoff to the running back. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
And listen, my job is to get it to my playmakers like this guy on the outside. He'll do the rest. He'll get in the end zone. Nice catch. Way to finish it with a touchdown.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Hit as he throws. Makes the quick grab. Purdy on the Jets. The 20. He's a touchdown, Bama. Once he got some room, it was over.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Slips through the line. Got a little room. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Pressure coming. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The early scripts have work trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Pulls and fires complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Power football with the run. Crosses the 30, he's got to land. He's up to 51 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Makes it past the marker. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. At the 35, he's got room. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Hamilton. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Handoff from the gun. Finds some fresh air. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. The handoff as they run the counter play here. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Colorado steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Boulder a ton of confidence. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. He'll try to do it himself. At the 35, he's loose. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
The Buckeyes are all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. To throw, it's St. Clair. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Man, a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guys fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. To give. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. That touchdown gives this team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Makes a move. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Coming out on first down with the play fake. That's caught. It's Little. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Dropping back, it's Russell. Quickly to the tight end, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He lofts one down the sideline. Touchdown time! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
He's going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Buckeyes will punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. On his way from around the 50. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Russell. Bringing the heat. Trying to escape. Oh, he's got some space. Good line on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Working that left side now. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Edwards. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to go up top. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking for a crease. It's Rodgers. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Rodgers. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Pocket breaking down. There he goes. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. He got it. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. Ready to start the 2nd half. Alabama will kick it off. On the run from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And he's in for the 2nd score of the game. My goodness. Note to self. Kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it. Kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Back to throw, it's Russell. Rush is on him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Safe completion on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. On 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but they've got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. He's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force-feed him in that situation when he's got two guys on him.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Looking to the big tight end. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to throw, it's Russell. Dumps it to the back. Got his man. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Alabama comes to the line with first and 10.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't...
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Speeding down the left side. The 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they turn it into a defensive score. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the Jets, making the big play.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes that Alabama offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Little. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking to throw, it's Russell. He finds a soft spot in the middle. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He breaks a tackle. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the left. That's caught. It's Clayton. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Trying to keep this drive alive. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. RPO complete to open the drive. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Russell. Finds his man, it's Little. Got some room to run. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Clayton. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the gun to give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Caught behind the line. It's Little. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. That score could have put them within realistic striking distance, but the penalty turns things around, and they'll have to go back to work. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Looking to throw at St. Clair. He's moving out of the pocket. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. Takes it on the return. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Turning it on! They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Well, we knew this quarterback could put up some monster numbers. He is putting on a clinic in this game. He now has over 400 yards passing.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Lets it go to the end zone. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll try the toss to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it at the 20. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. That is brutal. An explosive play like that to be wiped out by a mistake. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Offense in an empty set. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Meadows. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got the back over the middle. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. He's open on the right. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Trying to barrel in. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line. Down big. Might as well. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Here's the pressure. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but a nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays. Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football.